Alright everybody, we got a double roulette going on here for his 4,000 subscriber battle. Very, very interesting going on. And at first I figured I was screwed because he picked a bunch of novelty guys. And there's a Cloyster and a Vaporeon out, and I'm thinking, great, I've got 5 dudes that fly. So this stinks. Both of those guys happen to be choice banded. Both of those options are, of course, very novelty and not seen very much. So I try and take out the Vaporeon with physical attacks, and of course it doesn't, because I fucking hate that thing! And he goes with the Rock Blast. I'm thinking, alright, story mode hits it twice, or 3 times. Wait, why are you not stopping yet? Oh my god, what the hell? And it really bugs me, because I completely forgot that thing's ability makes it hit 5 times automatically. I thought it was increased crit chance, but I was wrong. So that really bugs the hell out of me. And therefore I decide that because it's going to hit numerous times and it's going to be super effective and it's got ice shards as well, Kamikaze can't stay in. I'm going to want his choice band hustle, extreme speed, stab priority later on. And Trappage is going to try and kill his Vaporeon with 1 Psychic, since I got to get the heck out of there. Even though I'm mortally afraid of Wish, since now he's already Aqua Ringed, I'm like, great, just another case of me not killing this stupid blue fish. And Dusknoir comes in. Thankfully, at least for me, he gets a crit on his own guy. Unfortunately for me, he also gets a crit on my guy. I'd rather have a crit on neither guy, but that is neither here nor there. So, at this point, I'm thinking Dusknoir is probably not going to be hanging around too much longer. There's nothing he can pain split right here, and I do not want Alakazam to take an Ice Shard. So I think both of them get the heck out of there, I believe. Or maybe I go with Earthquake first. Do I go? Yeah, I go with Earthquake first with Dusknoir, because he's got to kill Vaporeon and nothing else is going to happen, and I know it won't hurt my guy. So that's what I try and do. And I figure I also kind of need that stupid Cloyster dead, but unfortunately he switched it out on me. So once again, Vaporeon ends up actually with more hit points than when it started with last turn, even though I hit it. So I'm probably going to have to team up on it now. However, Crobat has a bunch of annoying options. He is not standard in any way, shape, or form. He could put something to sleep. I am hosting with Diamond after all. He has also got Confuse Ray, which won't miss and gives me a guaranteed 50% chance to be alright. So I'm going to try and get a Confuse Ray on his Sharpedo. And Dusknoir, I think, has to get the heck out of there, not wanting to take a dark move. So he gets out of there. Kamikaze is literally just fodder at this point. As much as I want his priority, I figure maybe if he does live, then it can be useful, but he's the most likely to not be useful later on, and he's got to go. So unfortunately, he gets another freaking crit on my dudes, this time with Aqua Jet, and now it's like, great, Crobat can't live another hit. So at this point, I believe both of them are looking to U-turn on Vaporeon, and both of them should be able to finish it off. I figure if he kills one of them, the other one, well, Crobat's not going to kill it, but Crobat's probably not going to be there anyway. And the whole point is that I want to bring something else in physical that'll be safe, or Alakazam that'll be safe. Although I guess actually Alakazam will lose to Aqua Jet. But point is, something's got to get in there, so they're both going to U-turn out. He withdraws, not wanting to take Bug, which is cool. And I team up on Vaporeon. Locust is able to finish it off first. And I went with Hypnosis, which was not at all what I was thinking I was going to do. But that works out great for me. I Hypnosis a Sizer, which is amazing. And here we go. Here's where I'm going to be double U-turning, I think. And because the critical hit must have been like max damage the first time, and that must have been like min damage because I was at like 35-40%, I happened to live that Aqua Jet, which I was not expecting to do. So it's cool. I'm able to finish off a guy, get a smidgen of damage on there, and be able to switch out to a Dragonite. Now I see it's got leftovers because of that U-turn, so that's really cool. But unfortunately, he goes back to Cloyster, so Dragonite can't stay in, which is really bad because Dragonite is my only chance of killing that Sizer if he ever wants to wake up. So Ninjask also, however, has absolutely no other options to go to. Zam is like my best chance to kill anything, but he can't take a hit from these guys. All this priority going on. So really freaking frustrating. So Ninjask is just going to stay in there until he dies, and I figure with Ice Shard and automatic 5-hit Rock Blast, he's going to take him out eventually, right? He's got to. So Noir comes in because I need to get a Will-O-Wisp on that thing, and I need to Pain Split as well if I can. So I believe I go with Pain Split first, even though I'm probably pretty sure it's going to wake up this turn. It's been sleeping 2 or 3 turns already. So, as I expect, I see an Ice Shard on Dusknoir, so he's probably teaming up on it. But thankfully, he's still sleeping. I can't believe it, but he is, which is awesome. And there's no way he's going to be sleeping anymore. So I'm just going to go immediately for Will-O-Wisp on Sizer, and Ninjask is just going to continue to X-Scissor stuff until he's killed. Because I've got no reason to switch out and nothing to switch out to. I do have Dusknoir to switch out, or not Dusknoir, Dragonite, which I desperately want to go to. And at this point, Ninjask locked on X-Scissor is going to do literally nothing. So I have to get him out there and Fire Blast that Sizer, even though I'm going to try and Will-O-Wisp on it. Neither one of those hits is automatic, and I would like to get at least one of them on there. So that's what I'm going to do. I forget completely about Will-O-Wisp, so Dusknoir eats a burn to his face. I said Dusknoir, didn't I? They both start with D! Anyway, so Godzilla's now burned. He can't rampage over Tokyo anymore, but he's got Fire Blast. That's right, Adamant Life Orb Fire Blast. He was one of the first guys I ever EV trained, so that's pretty old school. Anyway, he finally wakes up, even though I used Will-O-Wisp on it, and it still was sleeping another turn. That's crazy. But I'm able to get Fire Blast on it and hit it and kill it, which is amazing and cool. And Will-O-Wisp just happens to shift over to Weezing because Sizer is no longer around. So even though the only thing it would really affect Weezing on is Explosion, he's not going to be exploding, so it really doesn't matter. It's just more residual damage. Anyway, Chuck Norris comes in, so it's like, great, now I'm going to lose regardless. Unless I'm Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee totally beat up Chuck Norris in Enter the Dragon, I believe. Anyway, I want to keep Dragonite Fire Blasting, because that's the best thing he's going to have while burned. And I know Weezing obviously is not going to enjoy a Fire Blast, but I also have Alakazam, which now that all the priority is gone, I don't really care about Weezing whatsoever, because Alakazam will one-hit KO it. So I'm just going to get damage on that Norris going on, and I try and Will-O-Wisp it, but it misses. And seeing that it's not going to be too threatening so far, since it poison jabbed me and I saw a Life Orb, I'm like, that's really weird. So I don't think he can pack any priority. My initial plan right here was to confuse it, and I realized I've got Air Slash. I'm like, hey, Air Slash is super effective. Let's go with that. So I end up just Air Slashing Chuck Norris, and Chuck Norris ends up going down, baby. And Dusknoir is still hanging out. I think I might even Pain Split here. I might just start trying to kill him. But Chuck Norris goes down. I still have Alakazam for Weezing. I've still got Choice Band Ninjask even. And yeah, Pain Split, so he's now back up. He's not going to die. And unfortunately, I'm able to win this match, which is too bad. I always hate winning when you play against somebody else's milestone battle, but it has to happen sometimes. I think I lost my 1 in 2,000, and I lost my 9,000 subs, so it's like, whatever. But it was a ton of fun. Normally double roulettes are really, really difficult because there's 4 dudes out there all trying to do their own stuff. But had a ton of fun. Be sure to check him out. He's famous for doing stuff that's not standard. So thanks for playing, and I'll catch you guys later.